So back in October, I made a wonderful purchase at Louis Vuitton of a new planner. And I actually filmed the unboxing for you. And I showed you how I thought I would be using it and what I was putting inside. But since then, I had a lot of other thoughts that I needed to do some more research and look at what the other possibilities were. I made some purchases so that you don't have to, and I'm going to show you all the things I found that fit inside and what their potential uses could be. So I'll show you the unboxing, part one, and then I'll go immediately into part two, which is where I am today. And of course, there'll be a giveaway at the end, so stay tuned. I thought I'd unbox my purchase from Louis Vuitton and show you how I'm going to use this. So here we go. So here it is. I absolutely love this. This is the new cover, and it's called the Emily Notebook cover, and the size is MM. And the actual size is 5.5 by 8.9 by 0.8 inches. On the outside, you've got the Louis Vuitton icon in Torlon leather, and then inside you have the monogram canvas lining. This is different than the desk agenda. The desk agenda is an A5 size, and you can fit a half-letter disc-bound or an A5 notebook in there. And it's got a much wider area here where you can fit pockets in, things like that. I have them in 3 different varieties. This is the Tiger leather. This was a custom order that I got through France, and it's the monogram eclipse pattern on a regular desk agenda. I don't believe they do any special orders anymore. And this one is in the damier graphite. So obviously this is a much smaller size than this one. If you're wondering how you would use this, I thought I would show you how I'm planning to use it. So what I did is I got an A5 Stalogy. I previously have really liked the A6 size Stalogy for doing some journaling in. However, that's not the size of this, and I love the planner, so I wanted something that I could do with it. So I got a regular A5 size, which would have been the same as a normal A5 size and would have fit in the desk agenda, only I had it cut down and I had the corners rounded. So it's just like a regular Stalogy. It's got a very, very light grid on it, and if you're familiar with the Stalogy versus the Hobonichi, it's a brighter white than the Hobo is. And so here you can see it inside of there. And the one thing I do like about the Stalogy is it'll be very easy for this to be folding flat in no time. I will help it along. I normally do. It doesn't break the spine. And that way it's easier to write on. I am still debating the exact use of this. Obviously, I could use it as a journal, but I'm thinking I may want to use it for something other than a journal, and I may want to set this up in another way. And I will show it to you once I get that totally set up. I do have room to stick things in on this side, and there is one place for a card here, and you can see how that fits in right there. On this side, there is no card pocket. The leather on this feels really luxurious. I thought it was going to be more like the Empreinte, but it's really not. It seems actually a little sturdier. And it's nice and slim, so it can go places with you. And I am extremely happy with this purchase. And just to show you the size comparison again, this one is a little shorter than the desk agenda, even though this is considered an A5 size also. Obviously, you can see it's not nearly as wide. And here I'm showing it to you with some lights on it. And you can see the beautiful monogram in there and the gold matches the Stalogy. And the black, I think, coordinates really well with that. And I will be showing you this again in the near future. I've had some time to really reflect on how I want to use this planner. I made several purchases and I'm going to show you each one and what I see as the pros and cons. It may be different for your particular use. So as you know, my first purchase was the Stalogy. I had it cut down so that it would fit in. I had it cut down to the size which is called N1. And the thing about the Stalogy is it's on some very thin paper which is bleed resistant, but a lot brighter than the yellowish cast of like Hobonichi, the Tomoe River paper there. It's got a very light grid, as I've mentioned before. The reason that you can cut this down is because it's just the grid on here. And I know all the GOE people love seeing a planner with a lot of grid in it. And the particular one that I got is a half-year Stalogy. So the difference is that it's got a lot less pages than a full-year Stalogy. And if you're one of my regulars, you know I like slim planners. I'd rather have two of the same thing than have one really fat one. And I do know a lot of you guys love to chunk up your planner, and it's whatever works for you personally. So this was the initial thought. And believe me, I will use this Stalogy. That is not a problem. It's not dated, so it could be used at any time. But I am not planning to use it in my Emily right now. So let me show you some other things that I purchased. So just for a point of reference, this is Hobonichi Weeks, and a lot of you are probably very familiar with this layout. It's got the Tomoe River paper, which is an off-white, and it is very thin, it's bleed resistant, and it allows you to have a lot of pages without it being very thick. This one is a regular. You can also get one that has more pages. And the standard layout in the Hobonichi Weeks is a horizontal layout where you have your days on the left side and you have a grid on the right to freeform whatever you want to do. And the size that we're looking at is called N1. And this is the same as standard TN. So if you ever used the TN booklets where you had a lot of the different booklets that you could put in with elastics, it's that same size. This size is also called A5 Slim. So I saw something when I was doing my research that was a Stalogy A5 Slim monthly, and I thought that would work perfectly with my blank notebook because there are things that I do like to track if I have enough room. And you would have enough room on an A5 size to get in each of those days what I would need to track. So I thought this was great. I ordered it. But when it came, what they really meant by A5 Slim, which is the same as an N1, so that was a little frustrating. I did not return it because I felt that I could still use it to track some things that I wanted to track. It was just a great slim book that I can use to track. And one thing I do like about the Stalogy is the gold on there. There's no way that I could get this one cut down because you would lose part of the days and then, you know, it goes over into the next one. It would just mess it up too much. So that was able to be done when you just had the grid because you were only eliminating some grid. And as you can see, this is going to hang out of the Emily, so it's not going to work for that. But as I mentioned, I have other uses for it, and it's very slim. I can slip it in to where my planners are kept, and it will work for me. It can go in the back or in the front of an heirloom or my Louis Vuitton desk agendas, should I decide to put it there. So my most recent purchase from Sterling Ink, which is a great company. They have a lot of different planners in different sizes. They use the Tomoe River paper, only it is whiter. So this is their latest release, and it's in the N1 size, and it is just complete grid, and it is wider than the Stalogy that I had cut down. So you do have a little bit more writing room in this one. Both of these are what are considered lay flat. This one I haven't even messed with the binding at all to get it to lay flat. They just lay flat perfectly. Maybe your first few pages, you might need to help it along a little bit. One of the great things that she does with her planners is she numbers the pages So if you have an index and you want to write things down with a page number, that is extremely helpful. So of course I had to purchase it. Luckily it was available in black, and you can either get it with 272 pages or 520 pages. So of course, you know, I got the 272 because I like to have slim planners. And even with the cover on, it goes perfectly into the Emily. How I've decided to deco my inside cover, all things that I got from Rose Shadow collection. I'm a big fan of their magnetic pins. Very hard for me when I'm filming because I film on a metal table. So it wants to grab those magnets and move them around, but when I'm not on the metal table filming, it's not an issue at all. And you know I like my designer items. So another item that I purchased from Sterling Ink is an N1 monthly. And here you've got a month where you can, you know, again, track things. It's still got a good amount of room on it, especially compared to my monthly and my CP Petite. And in the back, there's some grid pages for you also. This is very slim, so you could have this in addition to another book kept in here, and you could tuck it into the front cover, whatever you want to do. And one thing I did want to mention about these new N1 notebooks from Sterling Ink is that you can have your choice of gold or white edging, and of course, you know I picked the gold, especially with this planner, where you have the gold over here. So at Sterling Ink, she also has dated planners. And I wanted to try one of those because they're set up in that same horizontal style like the Hobonichi Weeks that I showed you a little earlier. There were two different colors that you could get for the cover that were available. And this one is a tweed. And then there's also a mist, which is a gray. And I did get the clear cover for this also. I did not love the way that looked with this, so I had to make some adjustments. She does send a really nice card, which you can slip in the front of your cover, and it was very nice, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. And you can actually buy other ones that she has. She has different styles. On the back, it has the year at a glance. So what I did is I had a freebie from Rose Shadow collection from a few months ago, and I just cut that out, put some black paper covering, and then placed that in there in the clear cover so that now it kind of coordinates for me. But it does something else. This N1 size is not as wide as the new notebook. So the new notebook comes further out. This planner, which is a 2025 compact planner, you can also get it in a regular size, which would be a lot thicker than this. This, if you close this, you'll see that there's a gap, but that gap is no issue at all. Why I love this? You have your monthly already in here. Then you have your weekly, and your weekly will be just like the Hobonichi, and then the grid on the right, and it reminds you the month on the right so that you know where you are in your year. And of course, I got it with the gold trim. Gold trim is a lot brighter than the one on the notebook, I thought. I just loved the way it coordinated with all my magnetic pins and with the Louis Vuitton stamp in there. But here's the best part of this. You could put something in here to have a pen, but this is my hack for you. If you want a pen in here and you're using these plastic covers, you actually have enough room to put a Kaweco pen right there. As you all know, I like to call them my jewelry. This is my newest acquisition. It's pretty rare. It was a limited edition. I do have a different style in the gold, but I was able to get this one recently. And I just love the way this looks. You see the little tip of the Kaweco sticking out. I've got my gold trim. I've got this set up so that it pleases me because I love the designer things. And I've got a perfect planner, and the pages are numbered, which is very helpful. And I have decided to use this as my YouTube planner. So moving away from my half letter, I will have these for each year if I continue this. so that what I can do is write things on the day, keep track of some statistics in the monthly, have my plans for my new videos. I can take notes. I can keep track of all my giveaways, etc. So I'm really excited about using this. It's very comfortable, and the nice thing is this is not very stiff. So it's not floppy, but it's also not rigid, and I am loving it. So hopefully that gives you a lot of ideas of what can fit. I'm so excited about this, and thinking that I also want to use this notebook. This might need its own Emily planner. I'm really trying not to get a second Emily planner right now, but who knows? So of course there's the giveaway. Many of you know about my January, February giveaway. You can enter once on every January and February video. The giveaway ends at the end of February, which is this week, folks. It's very simple. All you have to do is like the video, leave a comment below. I'd like to know your thoughts on the Emily Planner and how I plan to use it, any ideas you might have. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and to my newsletter. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter, there's always a link below in the description box and always on my Instagram. Once you sign up, you will get an email back and you must confirm this to be subscribed. So good luck to all of you, and if the winner happens to be from this video, you will also get an official Louis Vuitton sticker. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time around.